thing is, Seatown never called and asked any questions about this.
Seatown?
Well, whoever's doing the
Yeah, I know.
this work.
I know. It's
Is it these guys here?
no, it's Archer.
Never heard of them. The only way that we'll allow, I mean, and basically the final grade's going to be here. Like,
No, the final grade's right there.
the grade, yeah, but still. So all of this. All this has to come out basically.
Yeah.
Because
It has to be dropped.
they have plenty of fall. There's plenty of fall. There's no reason for someone to say, well, we use schedule 40 and we're going to, because we can't get 18 inches minimum cover, they can go underneath that, drop this down to get 18 inches minimum cover and use SDR 35.
Yeah, all right.
The only way that they could do this is if me or my colleague give a variance. I'm not going to give them a variance because they have plenty of fall.
Yes, they do.
So they need to dig deeper and bring this out. All of these lines that come out and tie in, those need to be 4-inch. That counts as plumbing once it leaves the
That's
house.
4-inch right there. This
This.
is not a 4-inch, so that
Nope.
has to go from a 3 up to a 2 up to a 4.
This can become a 4. And basically you still need I mean, this can function as a surface clean out.
Yep.
That's fine. But also, it needs to be great. And I'm looking at this, just looking at it, it's not, I doubt very much that it's, like I said, it's got to have 2% fall.
This is level. Right where you're standing, this is all level. I believe I sent you a pictures.
Yeah.
I sent you pictures. Yeah, that bubble is right there, dead center.
Well, and there's no reason why they can't get 2% and then
No, there's not.
bury that 18 inches deep, minimum, and then come down, and they can bring this line, this could be a 4 up to here, 4 comes together, this has to be a 4.
Four
They got
together.
plenty of fall to get this 18 inches deep, so they can catch it
I know.
way down there.
But I know the piping's out far enough, minimum 30 inches, but I kept telling them, man, this is not deep enough. It's just not.
That's fucking weird. No, I you can have them call me and I'll explain to them what the rules and regs are.
That's more likely what's going to have to happen because they won't listen to me.
Yeah. Well, they won't pass inspection.
Oh, they're not.
And I'll let my colleague Brent know. He's the other inspector.
Brent,
Prop.
all right, Brent Prop.
Yeah. So, and I'm gonna take some pictures for my records
Please.
here.
Yeah, because I sent Putnam and Mr. Ragland pictures of all this as well.
Yeah. And I'm Putnam.
All right, yeah, I sent you pictures as well.
But I'll take some pictures just so I'll share these with my colleague.
Yes.
And then I'll share these with Mike too, and just say, hey,
Don't pass them.
yeah, there's nothing. I mean, there's just nothing. You know, come out of a.
Yeah, because what should happen, this thing should go down at least another 12 inches, and then I would say 22.5 out, bringing it down even more,
And then
and still
carry.
continue going down a 1/4 inch every foot until you tie into that.
Yeah, and if need be, if you can't get the 2% there, you tie in a little farther. But this is a 4,
Yeah.
and then it ties into that.
This
other-
is not a 4 though. This
No, but it needs to be a 4.
yeah, this right here definitely needs to be a 4
Yeah.
coming out for the kitchen.
Yeah. Let me get some photos here. I got you. That's. No, I'm glad you called me because we don't want to get anyone tangled up in the wrong idea here.
Well, my only concern is, Daryl is
He's the homeowner.
he has the unfortunate to save time and money, he's navigating a lot of this work for that. At the same time,
He'll end up regretting it though because yes, he's gonna be paying for this twice.
yeah. And at the same time, his wife just had a kid, so he's really juggling a lot.
Yeah. Well,
And he's got 2 kids already, and he has an 18-month-old, I believe, or a 2-year-old, and he also has a newborn that's not even a week old. So he's juggling a lot.
yeah.
And his wife is never dealt with two young kids at one time. So
I can't imagine. I don't have kids myself, but I can't imagine.
so this one right here, this is the actual the standing tub shower. So this has to be 4 inches coming out.
When it leaves the building, according to our code, when the line leaves the building, it's got to be 4 inches.
Because you're opening up and creating more suction running out.
It's just everything goes from 2 to 3 to 4 to 6 to 8. Everything just gets bigger downstream.
Yeah, it makes sense. And this right here is the code though. This is a 4. This is, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and this we would be fine with.
This is fine, good.
Yeah, but it's just got to be.
All this has to be deeper by at least 12 inches.
Yeah, and that coming out there, if that was deeper,
This one?
Yeah, they won't have to have that sweep in there.
No, they wouldn't.
And that sweep's going to be a point that it's going to break, especially that shallow. Someone's going to be out here in 3 years dealing with that being broken.
This one right here, because it's at a 45 down, then it 45s again.
Yeah,
or 90s not down.
That's an internal plumbing fixture. That's not something that we normally say, oh, put that into your sewer line. I mean, they did a nice job gluing it all together.
Yeah, they did. That's a superb job.
But it's just not going to pass. It's not going to pass inspection. Because basically, if you say, well, it was cheaper and easier to not dig it deep enough to get grade, that doesn't pass inspection.
No. The only problem is most people don't want to listen to what I have to say on this, even when I know what I'm talking about.
And honestly, I'm not into that.
You're looking at their tie-in?
Yeah, the fittings are okay, but the fitting looks okay. It's hard to tell sometimes if it's.
Well, what they should do is dug this out bigger, more deep.
Yeah, because honestly, this is if I show up for an inspection and someone's digging this, I have the right under this the city engineer, under her authority, I can shut this job down until they quit shoring in here. This is a killer.
Yeah, I know.
This whole thing. I mean, this is the fact that that they would dig it like that and not have shoring in there. Children nearby, children in the house. It's dumb as shit.
And I had to put all this up right here.
Yeah.
Because they didn't do it. These are my own personal codes.
Yeah, you're down there digging this in. You don't have a shoring, especially with this top.
Yeah, because that stuff will fall in.
It'll fall in and kill you.
Yeah.
It'll kill you in a heartbeat.
And you don't know what's up in here. Up in it, because all this is backfill.
Yeah, exactly. You can. No, I mean basically, all this needs to be redone, and that's unfortunate for the homeowner. But I've not been contacted from anyone from Archer Plumbing saying, "Hey, what do we need to do this?"
They're Archer Construction.
Archer Construction. I mean, and you don't need to be a licensed plumber to put this in.
No, you don't. I keep telling people that you don't have to be licensed.
You just got to pass inspection.
Yeah, you just got to know what the hell you're doing. That's it.
Or call an inspector.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't mind calling people if I need to know something, but I do the best I can to get do enough research before I make any calls to verify all this stuff.
See, this isn't deep enough because they didn't want to jackhammer down far enough.
No, they didn't. That's all they had to do was jackhammer down. But now keep in mind, not that it's a bad thing or a good thing, but this is over 18 inches thick.
Well, that's what you do when you do a conversion. You find things. I mean, I've done plenty of these in the past, and when you remodel a place, sometimes you're just going, wow, why'd they put a nail in every 4 inches? Because Grandpa was crazy, and you're trying to get that flooring off.
And they just want a Grandpa to be busy, huh?
Yeah.
No, I dig it, man. I understand that. So I do know that this plumbing right here, before it sits on any concrete, has to be foamed.
Yeah.
This has to be foamed. This has to be foamed, and that over there in the kitchen has to be foamed as well.
Honestly, even you look at this, even with the basic cover on this. Even with this basic coverage on that, wintertime,
it'll break.
That's gonna freeze.
And break.
It'll freeze and break. Yeah, that's not, because I mean, we're really lucky in the Puget Sound region because we don't have a frost zone really. You get up to the mountains you got to go a lot deeper because your sewer pipes will freeze. And the same thing in Alaska or back, Montana. Here we're in this little sweet spot where it freezes what? Twice a year maybe.
Yeah.
And we don't get that like 2 foot of frost line into the soil. If it froze for a week here, like last week when we had that storm last winter, I guarantee you this thing would have problems. And then they'd be going, well, why'd you pass it? I'd be like, well, I didn't pass it. So that's
yeah, I'm gonna get on them and let them know. Because now that I got an inspector backing up what I've been saying, I'm gonna get this entire thing. Because they haven't gotten paid yet.
Yeah,
they're not gonna get paid. And if they don't finish the work, I'm gonna figure out how much to cash him out and get him out of here, and I'll do all the shit my damn self.
Yeah, it's just a shame, it's like the pipes, it's like it's material, and that's the thing when someone does something like that without making a phone call. You're like, you could have saved a lot of money. Do you know if I take a quick peek inside?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Let's see. Yeah, the washer and dryer coming out, that's fine. Any tie-ins.
This is my water heater.
Got the stack, yeah, water heater there. The toilet's gonna be here, shower, drain.
Originally it was set up to be shower, toilet, water, cabinet, but I had them switch it to toilet, cabinet, and tub.
Yeah,
The way I see it, it's not gonna take much. All you have to do is put an extension on this by another 2 feet. Cut this here and here and here, and drop everything down.
Yeah.
And then put a fitting here, 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 and a fitting there, and just drop everything down and cut way back over there another foot.
Yeah, drop that down.
You can drop it down.
Yeah.
And because the only real work here is the digging.
Is the digging.
And they didn't want to do this damn concrete.
That's a pain in the ass. I completely understand, which is why I switched from contracting to inspecting, because I don't like cutting concrete either.
Hey,
But if that's the job you've been hired to do, then that's what you do.
I could have did all that plumbing and put all this stuff together in 2, maybe 3 days and dropped it down to the proper length. And I kept letting Tim Archer Construction or whatever. Listen, man, just drop it down like it's supposed to. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. I was out there and I helped him with over half that job of finding that pipe out there. And that's not even my job to do. But I helped him anyway. No thank you, no nothing, and they still don't want to listen. Now they gotta listen.
Yeah, well, they're just not going to pass inspection and not get paid, so I see the conundrum. All right, well, I got my notes. I'll talk to my colleague. If the homeowner needs any clarification, feel free to have him call me at my cell number or email me, and I can just say, hey, this is what we're aiming for. Same with anyone else. I'll let Mike know what I saw when I'll probably cross paths with him this afternoon. But yeah, let's just get this back in line, back in order, because obviously someone needs to live here.
Yeah, this is going to be a home for one of the sons, but eventually, right now, it's just going to start out to be an office for the homeowner.
Okay.
And then, when their oldest son Matt gets old enough, he's going to live out here. Keep the kids close to home. How you doing, Melissa?
I got old enough. I moved into the back of a station wagon in my dad's field. I'm out of here. Close enough to home, but.
Give me a second, will you, real quick? All right, go ahead. Come on out. All right, Daryl, I'm gonna post this to YouTube. You can watch it.